Now you may be wondering, why would the flying monkey or the enabler do this? Well, because the narcissist, believe it or not, is the enabler's best supplier. Think about it like a drug addict and a drug supplier. The best supplier gets the most action. Okay, just think about that. The enabler is supplied by the narcissist. The flying monkey that has been recruited by the narcissist is also supplied. Now, you may be wondering, how does the narcissist supply the enabler? How do they supply the flying monkey? Well, the narcissist likes to study people. It's kind of creepy, but they have this down to a science. A lot of narcissists and cluster personalities, due to their predatory natures, they're very good at hunting. They're very good at watching the prey, every move, every gesture, every facial expression, the way he or she moves, the way he or she may speak. The narcissist and the cluster personality, they study the targeted prey to that degree. Every gesture, every movement, the facial expressions that you tend to make when you're experiencing something. Okay, this is it's creepy to me. However, the narcissist and the cluster personality, they are that methodical. So they're going to study the enablers. They're going to study the flying monkeys to find out what their vices are. So if the narcissist and or cluster personality has a particular enabler, right, that they're recruiting in order to hurt you or to sabotage you in some way, shape, or form, that's one of the things they're going to be finding out about that enabler, is that they don't like you. Secretly, they don't like you. Or they have a deep, dark, dirty secret about you. So the narcissist and cluster personality, they're going to study that person before they use them against you, before they make their move. So all the while they're studying the flying monkeys and they're studying the enablers, you have not a clue. Usually we don't have a clue what's going on until it is already done. So the narcissist and cluster personality, they will recruit the flying monkey and they will recruit the enabler. However, as part of the recruitment, the narcissist will find out what the vices are of the enabler and of the flying monkey. When the narcissist and cluster personality begins their smear campaign, this is where it all comes to a head. Okay, the person that you thought was your friend is actually an enabler. This is just the example. So when they start the smear campaigning, it all comes together. Should you tell the truth to the enabler? Should you tell the truth to the flying monkey about the narcissist? See, the narcissist has it covered. What you don't know is that the narcissist has spoken to the flying monkey, has spoken to the enabler, and has exposed certain things about you that may or may not be true. But see, that doesn't matter. During the smear campaigning, the narcissist cares not, or they have very little concern whether or not the information that they're sharing with the enablers and flying monkeys, okay, they don't care if it's true or not. Matter of fact, if it's not true, they do like it a little bit better. Unfortunately, some of us do have vices that the narcissist knows about and likes to use against us. This is one of the main reasons why they smear campaign, because they know certain things about us that they can use against us, whether that is our insecurities, whether that is something that happened to us in our past that was traumatic, whatever it is, the narcissist, whatever it is that's very painful to us, the narcissist is going to use it in the smear campaigning. And they're going to share that with the enabler and or the flying monkey. So don't be shocked to find that sometimes the person that you're confiding in about the narcissist is actually an enabler of the narcissist. Don't be surprised that they are a flying monkey of the narcissist. Most of the time, this is not detected until the damage has already been done. The narcissist has brushed him or herself off, and they have left the scene of the crime, so to speak. Because remember, they've broken up with you. So they're going to try to turn everyone against you at this point. This is where the smear campaigning comes in again. Should you tell the truth and expose the narcissist at this point, a lot of the flying monkeys and a lot of the enablers, they're going to work very hard for the narcissist to make sure you're the one that's looking crazy. Let's move forward. The vicious cycle of idealization, devaluation, and discard does tend to go on seemingly forever until the person who is being discarded or who is in the middle of the shenanigan wakes up and realizes that the narcissist is playing a very sick game. He or she may wake up to realize that the cluster B personality has been working to sabotage them all along. They've been doing this with hugs, smiles, friendly gestures, remembering your birthday, remembering special dates and stuff like this, all until the mask slips off. And all of this will go on. Again, this is a vicious cycle. First, the idealization. They think you're the best. They speak that way. They behave that way. And guess what? They tell all of the flying monkeys and they tell all of the enablers how wonderful you are at first. Then comes the devaluation. This is where the smear campaigning comes in. And this is when you may start to hear things about yourself that may be shocking, never knowing that the narcissist set the whole thing up and they got the ball rolling. Then the discard comes in. So while you're confused, hurt, angry, you're going through it, the narcissist is sitting back in amusement because they're watching the whole thing. A lot of us have gone through this. So they're watching the whole shabacle. Then comes the discard. After the narcissist is satisfied with the damage, this is when he or she will disappear. This is when they will ghost you. This is when you're not going to be able to contact them anymore. This is when they're going to stop contacting you. This is when all of the love bombing stops. This is when all of the idealization has faded away. Now you're not so wonderful anymore to him or her. Now you're the worst thing that's ever happened to him or her. The flying monkeys and the ones who have been recruited as the enablers by the narcissist will chime in. And this more than likely will shock you as well as hurt you. And you may be infuriated by this point. But this is usually how it goes. It's a vicious cycle. Idealization, devaluation, and discard. And it goes on and on until you decide that enough is enough. The narcissist is never done until you are done. I say the earliest in the game that you find out who the narcissist is, the better. You're going to be able to recover a lot better from that. It's not that you probably won't be hurt or angry. Yeah, you'll probably still go through that. You're still going to need some support. You're still going to need a constructive outlet to express your experiences. Okay, you're still going to need that. However, it probably won't be as long and drawn out, and it'll probably be less challenging. The earlier in the game you find out who these people are, the better. The earlier in the game you find out how the narcissist is and what they represent, the better. Okay, so it is usually a good idea to take off the rose-colored glasses very early on in the game. However, a lot of us from experience know that the narcissist and cluster personality, they're very clever. They're very skillful. They're very, very crafty when it comes to seduction, charm, okay, and knowing how to get you to be very agreeable with him or her, because they're love bombing, okay? They're love bombing you. They're charming you. They're flattering you. And then all of it comes to a crashing end. This is why a lot of people who deal with narcissists and cluster personalities, they get that shock and awe moment where the rug has been pulled out from up under him or her. Because the narcissist, at first it seemed like they were team him or her. Then they come to find out when the mask slipped off that the narcissist was never team him or her at all. They were only loyal to their false self-image. One might be better prepared for the shock and awe of the rug being pulled out from underneath him or her by the narcissist when it happens. Expect the devaluation and discard to occur when the narcissist begins a smear campaign. Unfortunately, many are caught off guard when the narcissistic rage begins and the mask has slipped off. Don't be fooled. Enablers and flying monkeys who have been recruited by the narcissist are not elitists in the Narcissist Club Med. They are on the low scale of the Narcissist Club Med. Flying monkeys and enablers are two of the main reasons to go no contact from the narcissist and or cluster B personality. Flying monkeys and enablers are serving a purpose that more than likely is to favor the narcissist. Narcissists and cluster B personality types predominantly use a particular area of his or her brain while focused upon obtaining narcissistic supply from others. Some who have this personality disorder might also be addicted to painful emotions, drama, toxicity, dysfunction, chaos, and sabotage. These factors might explain the narcissist's obsession, if not addiction, to obtain attention from others via narcissistic supply. Narcissists and cluster B personalities seem to be obsessed, if not addicted, to people in obtaining supply from them, particularly narcissistic supply. They like to have the attention. Seemingly negative attention is preferable.